In your business, you may want to have a calendar set up to accept appointments and schedule events and so forth for what's going on. In our platform, we're able to actually schedule all this for you. You can have a calendar and send out a link for people to self-book appointments. You can suggest times. You can even import these onto your websites to where people can go there to set up appointments with you. Now, if you navigate over to the calendar section of our platform on the left-hand panel, this is the options that you'll see. Since we don't have a calendar set up yet, you're not going to see anything here. But in the main section, you'll see our calendars, where you can do a drop down and select all the calendars that you have. You can also set up whether you want to see monthly or weekly or even daily to see all the things that are going on in your business. In the next tab, you can see appointments. These are all the appointments that you will have scheduled under here. You can also see a report under the reporting tab if you click under reporting. Now we have a section for calendar settings that you can edit your calendars here. In our case, we don't have a calendar, so we need to set one up. But before we do, let's set up some preferences for our calendar. You can have your calendar start on Sunday, Saturday, or Monday. Choose which one you want to start with. You can also set up the language that you want your calendar to have. And you can also change the hourly format to be 24-hour time format if you want. Once you've got those saved, then it's time to create your calendar. Click on the New Calendar button. Now we need to give our calendar a name. So let's call this our appointment calendar. You can add a description for it to help you remember. You can also give it a title. This is what the calendars will call your actual appointments. I like to leave this contact name to help me remind me who I'm meeting with. You can set up a meeting location as if it's a physical standard place. You can also pop in a Zoom link here if you want. You can set your event color, and you can also link your calendars if you've synced it up with Google or Clio or something like that. Just select which calendar you want to link it to at this point. If you don't have any calendars here, you'll need to go to our integrations video and learn how to integrate with Google Calendar. We also have a sync option here. You can select one-way or two-way and disable the trigger there. What this will do is if you get a calendar booking on your other application, it can sync it back to your calendar and take away that available spot. Vice versa, you can do one-way sync and only have it to where it'll add it to your other calendar. Once you've got it done, click Save and Continue. In the next settings, it's time to set up your durations and your intervals to set up for your appointments. So the first section, slot duration, this is how long you need for the actual appointment. Do you need 10 minutes? Do you need an hour? Do you need a couple of hours for your appointments? Select the time frame that you want to have for each appointment set. Next, you need to set the intervals. This is going to determine when the appointments are available. So if you select 15, it'll do every 15 minutes, and people can book every 15 minutes. But for duration during appointment, what this will do is set a time in between appointments to help you prepare. So maybe you want 10 minutes before each appointment to be able to prepare for that appointment. You can also set up multiple appointments per slot. So for example, if you have a sales team, you have 3 guys, maybe you want to have 3 appointments per slot available for them. And you can also set up the appointments per day. That way it didn't overschedule your staff. Scheduling notice, this is where you can set up the time before people can actually schedule out an appointment. Do you want a few days to prepare, or do you want to just go ahead and accept them today? You can set up the duration here. You can change the numbers and also either hours, weeks, or months. This can help give you some time before appointments get set so you're not caught off guard. You can also set the date range. Under the next section, this is where you set up your office hours. These are the times that people can actually book appointments. Go through each day and select the times that you're able to accept appointments. Once you're finished, click Save and Continue. This is going to create your calendar. Now it's time to set up your information. If you want to set up a form for your calendar, what you can do is set up a form and select it. That way you can ask for specific information when people are booking their own appointments. Maybe you want a phone number and email address. Go to our other video where we created a form to learn how to set up your own forms. Then you can pick them from the drop-down menu. You can also use Sticky Contact to be able to import data over from the forms to also use on other pages as well. You can let the calendar auto-confirm your appointments for you, or you can set up an alert email address as well. This is good to let yourself know that you got a new appointment. You can also select to allow Google Calendar to send the invitation or update emails to attendees. If you want to have some additional notes, it might be helpful to keep track of some information. You can also add a pixel and even custom code. Once somebody fills out your form, you can also have a thank you message to letting them know that you got the form, that they've actually filled out your form and set up an appointment. Once you're finished with these settings, click Complete. Now your calendar should be ready to use. You have a link that you can send out to prospects to book. Let's take a look at what it looks like. You can actually send this link out for people to book appointments with you. You can also integrate this into a website. If you jump back over to the platform, navigate over to your funnels or websites, and click on a section, let's go to a thank you page and add a calendar in. Click Edit Page. And we can add a new section. Click Add Element and scroll down to Calendar. You can select the calendar that you just created. This is how you add a calendar to a page. Once you save it, now people can now book an appointment on your thank you page or website. Calendars are a great way to set up appointments for your business.